For some reason, I thought it was Half-Blood Prince. I don't know why. I'm just stuck on that.
It's an interesting title, right?
You guys need to take a break or anything?
Well, Order of the Phoenix or Half-Blood Prince? No, I think you're okay.
Which one's more interesting to you?
The title?
Yeah.
Half-Blood Prince, more interesting. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Outwork's chugging the last of his.
Yep. And then I'll get the other soda.
It's in
It's
his
right here.
Oh, you got it.
container.
Yeah.
We're already ready for Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Yep. I was going to start, but then he just walked off.
Dio's anatomy. So, what happened if Dio made love to a turtle?
With his flesh bud?
Yeah. I mean, he'd be a stand user at that point, right?
Yeah.
Is that what happened? Is that what? No, I don't think Dio causes stand users. With Fleshbud just puts him under his control. I'm just assuming he chose stand users.
he can.
Because he has the arrow.
Yeah.
He does have the arrow.
He has the arrow.
Hmm.
Wasn't there an animal that had a stand? The
Yeah.
dog, right?
No, it's the monkey on the ship.
Oh.
His name was Powerhouse. Yeah. Yeah. Monkey.
Didn't the dog have a stand too?
Oh, is Iggy?
Iggy.
He was shop of horrors? No. Pet shop? Something like that.
The bird.
Oh, that was pet shop? Man, what was the stand? His was the fool. Iggy's was the fool. Yeah. Yeah.
All animal stand users. Every animal that has a stand. Forever is an orangutan ship captain.
Who's
Iggy
into
is a Boston Terrier who loves gum.
coffee flavored gum
And
and farting on Polnareff's face?
does it say what his stand is?
The fool.
Oh.
It's like that
Oh,
sand.
yeah.
the
A
motorized.
sand-based stand named the Fool.
Yeah.
Pet Shop has eyes like a hawk.
He is a hawk.
Wow.
How original.
His stand is called
Uh,
Horus.
Horus? Horus?
Horus.
Horus.
Horus, like the Egyptian god.
With a bird head.
I thought it was Pet Shop.
Pet Shop is the name of the hawk.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Bug Eaton is a rat living in
Oh, yeah.
Mariah Town.
Yeah, he could shoot. Could he shoot? What was his? Oh, no.
Simply called Rats.
And it would infect you with some, like, weird flesh-melting virus or something like that. Yeah.
Could fire darts that dissolved and corroded their targets without mercy.
Yep.
Coco Jumbo is a land turtle carrying a special key.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That's it.
Okay.
Are you ready, Albert? Or are you doing this? That's it.
2 more words.
2 more words.
That's 3 words right there. 2 more words.
Shut up.
Dio's anatomy.
I think during this month, are we recording every other Sunday or okay.
Preferably, yeah.
If we're doing it that way, then we should do the Half-Blood Prince
Yeah.
and another movie.
So that way,
That way, we just do the 2.
We do Deathly Hollows also. No, I'm
But
kidding.
that's John's point.
Just kidding. I'm messing around.
Yeah. So like 3 movies.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll find another movie to do.
As a backup movie, or just to...
It could be as a backup or
Or we can do Masho,
what is that?
the Harry Potter anime.
Never heard of that.
Masho? I talked about I've watched 5 episodes and I wasn't hooked yet. But I said you guys will enjoy it because you're Harry Potter fans.
Oh, no, I don't remember that.
Well,
I think I
it's-
remember that.
It's on record.
I don't remember that.
I've listened to the episodes, so editing, so.
What's it called?
Masho.
Mashal, Magic and Muscles.
Yep.
I remember.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't know that was like the English name of it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. With that being said, let me just go ahead and just get started. Were you excited to come back to Harry Potter?
Honestly, no, I was not. That's it.
Okay. All right.
Is it because you've waited too long to watch it?
No, I didn't wait long enough. I think I could have went like
Yeah.
another 6 months.
Like you're
and-
still Harry Pottered out?
No, it's not my bag, baby. That's just not what it is. I don't
Okay.
know. Yeah.
Because of number 4, or because how all of the movies have gone so far?
Yeah, basically how all the movies have gone so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay. I was gonna ask something, but then
Ask me.
We can do it later.
I'll ask you later.
Balmy Blazer.
I'll ask you later.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and get into the introduction to the movie. It's directed by David Yates. The tagline is "The Rebellion Begins."
Mm-hmm.
A budget estimated at $150 million. Released July 11, 2007. Runtime of 2 hours and 18 minutes. Rated PG-13 for one ugly toad. Dolores Umbridge. That's how she's described.
Yep.
Box office worldwide of just over $1 billion.
Yep.
Wow.
It is streaming on Max. I know, like, before we were having some like issue where it said it was streaming on Max, but then when I looked at Max, it wasn't there. They're back on all
They heard our podcast. They're like, dang
all
it.
8
they,
movies.
They got us.
They got us. Let's go ahead and do our drink.
Okay.
The purple drink for the purple movie.
Yeah.
This is a
We got-
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew Game Fuel Mystic Punch with Diablo 4 advertising on it.
I'm gonna buy Diablo 4 now. This is a sign.
You want to play?
It's been on sale for the weekend, and I want to play it.
Yeah.
This is a sign.
I've heard good things about it.
I'm gonna play it on my Steam Deck. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, here.
Sorry.
Oops. I'm sorry.
You got a little splooge all over Jessie. It's okay.
Okay.
It's fine.
Yeah.
We get John's first.
Pass it over, baby. It looks like Diablo 4.
Looks like Mewtwo.
What is on the red one that you had?
Halo.
Halo.
Halo, yeah.
It's kind of weird that they didn't put Diablo 4 on the red can and then Halo on the purple one.
Didn't they do Code Red a long time ago for like Halo
Yeah.
3 or Halo
Maybe,
2?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's probably why.
But Diablo 4 is like, I mean, Diablo is red in general.
It
so.
smells good. Wait. Hold
Are
up.
you a Mountain Dew drinker?
No.
I only like Baja Blast.
Baja Blast is the best one.
I probably I can't tell like far apart. I need to side by side, but I like Baja Blast too.
Regular Mountain Dew tastes disgusting to me.
For me, it's the color. It's just like too unnatural.
It's too urine looking.
Yeah.
I used to drink a lot of Mountain Dew. I
when you
used to
drink
a lot.
when you drank soda a lot.
Yeah, before I got onto my cherry Coke, it's like cherry Pepsi. Spring, it was Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
I think that's good. I used to work with a elderly lady who would like buy what are the liters,
Yeah.
and she would have like a liter of Mountain Dew in her locker.
Wow.
I was a lot.
Like that's her drink for while working.
That's her
For the
drink
day.
while working, while on her lunch break. It was her
Man.
pick me up. If she instead of coffee, she would drink the Mountain Dew.
I mean, yeah, caffeine.
Caffeine.
Yeah. That's it's not better than Dr Pepper, but it's 4.
I mean, for me, it's like I can't. It's too generic. It's too like I can't taste the difference between that and Mountain Dew.
I don't know what I'm
I mean,
drinking.
that is Mountain Dew.
I know, but then it's supposed to Mystic Punch. I don't know.
I don't know what
Yeah.
I'm drinking.
Mountain Dew is I don't know that it doesn't taste like Mountain Dew.
anything specific to me. It's like a
Just rate the damn thing.
3. It's
Thank
like
you.
unoffensive. It's
It's 2. It's not great.
it's generic.
It's
It's
better than
just
Dr.
sugar.
It doesn't taste bad. But it's just sugar.
It's better than Dr Pepper. You said.
I was trying to make fun of Jessie and then I almost said the wrong thing.
Dr
Okay.
Pepper is better than this, but it's a 3. So, or no, I moved down to a 2. So,
Yeah.
is it better?
Is it on average?
Are you gonna move Dr Pepper up to a 3 again?
No. It's still in the
No.
two tier.
So this is on average with Dr Pepper.
Yeah, this is pretty much
So-
like if I had to pick one, I would just drink toilet water.
No, you wouldn't. No, you would not. It's right over there.
Yeah.
Just bring out the camera. There you go. Go for it.
Okay, sell that sip. 6-word summary of the movie. Go ahead, Mr. Albert.
Oh.
Mr. Albertson.
Thank you. Harry and Voldemort can't turn back.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Ignorance is not always a bliss.
That's a good one. Slowly corrupting everyone against you.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Best one of the 3 of us.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
I like yours way better.
Oh, okay. Mine was pretty basic.
Yeah, but it was a twist on like a common saying. So
Yeah.
yeah.
The minister and the ministry tried to be ignorant. And
Right.
it led to the
You-
rise of the
Do you
Dark
think that they tried to be ignorant, or were they actively hiding it? I mean, they were actively hiding it, but they weren't just like, "Oh, this is not possible." I felt like they were. I don't know. This is my un-Harry Potter experience coming in.
I mean, part of the plot of the movie is something is also manipulating Fudge
Yeah, yeah,
to do what he's doing.
yeah. And
So
and-
he might not be personally trying to change the story or change the news,
but
but he's
he's
coerced.
Yeah. Okay. Same with like the lady. Fudge is the head.
yeah, he's the
Of-
spearhead of
Yeah,
it all,
the
and then
Ministry of Magic, and she's a pawn.
she's loyal to Fudge and
yeah.
believes what Fudge says.
This is why I think you'll really like the books. They go more in depth on.
Yeah,
on
I
stuff.
think I probably would too.
Yep.
I would too.
With that being said, let's go ahead and rate it. Out of 10
Scrolls of rules hanging on
scrolls
the
of
wall.
rules, yeah. Go ahead, Albert.
I'm giving this like a 7.5.
7.5.
Mhm.
Oh.
Are you gonna record all those scores?
I think I have. Yeah, I have
He
all
has
of our
been.
scores. This is Order of the Phoenix, or OP.
Or
Oop.
Jesse
Oop.
keeps thinking Half Blood Prince.
This is Oop.
As for Albert, you said 7.5.
Yeah.
Would you like to know your other scores?
Yes, please.
So far, Albert has rated the Sorcerer's Stone as a 7, the Chamber of Secrets as a 7.5, Prisoner of Azkaban as a 10, Goblet of Fire as an 8, and this one is a 7.5.
You would watch
Yep,
this
I'll
the
stick it.
same as
Number
Chamber
2.
of Secrets?
Yeah.
Interesting. For some reason I thought you had the first 2 rated slightly lower. I don't in my head.
That's just you.
Yeah.
So far, I have the Sorcerer's Stone as a 7, Chamber of Secrets as a 7.5. Prisoner of Azkaban, me and Albert are basically on the same wavelength.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving this one an 8, though,
Okay.
just because the main antagonist in this one is so dang irritating.
So well cast.
So well
So
cast.
well cast.
Yes.
So well cast.
The direction of her character.
Yeah.
Like you just hate her, and it's so well done.
Yeah. Is the Ministry of Magic responsible for all the dark arts choices?
No.
Teachers? No.
No.
I just felt like
Up until this point, they had nothing to do with the direction of the school.
and for some reason Fudge was under the impression that Dumbledore was trying to replace him. So that's why
In
he
this
got
movie.
involved.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
this movie,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Read him, Balmy Blazer.
Okay. Sorcerer's Stone for Jessie, a 5.
Yep.
Chamber of Secrets, a 5.5.
Yep.
Prisoner of Azkaban, an 8. Goblet of Fire, a 6. And the Order of the Phoenix.
All right, so this is definitely the best movie out of all of them. But
Change prior scores if you want.
Yeah, I think I would bump Prisoner of Azkaban to a 7.5 and make this an 8. Yeah. Just some of the messaging behind it, some of the themes behind this, I really thoroughly enjoyed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Piece of trivia is this is the longest book?
think
Second
it's
longest
It's a
book?
fat book.
Yeah.
It's either the longest or the second longest book, but this is the second shortest movie.
Yeah. Still long though.
Yeah.
It like I was watching it, it just felt like it was going on forever.
There's a lot of story points that it tries to hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll just save it for when you actually read the books or listen to the books, whichever you choose.
Yeah.
There's a lot more that goes into this in this book so far. I'm currently on it, on Audible.
Yeah.
This video is sponsored by Audible.
We wish.
Yeah, we wish.
Yeah, I'm currently on this book, and the amount of detail that has gone into the book compared to the movie
Mm-hmm.
so far has been kind of crazy. Like I'm on like chapter 17, and they barely gotten through like 1 month of school. So it's 38 chapters.
It's a long.
Anyway, characters. Daniel Radcliffe as Harry, Emma Watson as Hermione, Rupert Grint as Ron, and then there's the same other cast of characters like Alan Rickman. I didn't include all of them just because.
They're reoccurring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I did include the two main antagonists in this one, not including Voldemort.
Yeah.
Helena Bonham Carter plays Bellatrix Lestrange.
Yep.
Yep.
And then Imelda Staunton plays Dolores Umbridge.
Yeah.
Okay, we can talk about it now.
Yeah.
The movie.
Yeah.
Jesse finally heeded our advice and took some notes.
Yeah.
So.
You probably won't like them because that's how all my notes are apparently to you, but
Oh yeah, your notes pretty trash.
Your note taking's trash.
I just thought like from the very beginning,
Yeah.
there's something going on because Harry has used magic in the Muggle world numerous times, and this is the one that gets him expelled,
Yes.
which is ridiculous. He literally,
But his intention is what gets him at the end of the day.
yeah,
Like intentionally using magic.
yeah, but this isn't even the most exposure. He had one human around, as opposed to in other scenarios he's had 4 or 5 or
Mhm.
even more. It's like it doesn't make sense, but I just feel like there's something else. Like when he's at his court hearing, that there's something else
Yes.
happening, and I'm just like, okay, I understand why it's now, but then they use brooms just to fly over the lake in front of people. and was like, okay,
Yeah, that was bad direction.
yeah, so, okay,
direction.
that's
Yeah.
dumb, but yeah, you try to save your life, you're not allowed to, but you just want to go fly around on the lake. That's
That's something they should
fine.
have flown maybe a few hundred feet in the air.
They were
Yeah,
in
they
the
should have. They
clouds.
should have never shown that. They should have
were
never
in
shown
the
that.
clouds, yeah, it's just they want to have fun in the movie, so
Mm-hmm.
it's whatever. Order of Phoenix was created by Dumbledore to
Initially
protect,
fight.
against
Voldemort.
Voldemort.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I think that it's very interesting that this movie goes down like people trying to hide the possibility, or like you said, ignorance is bliss. They don't want to acknowledge that there's a possibility that the Dark Lord has come back.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're just like, no. We're just going to assume the simpler answer is that Dumbledore wants to take over as the head of the Ministry of Magic.
Right.
And that's the simplest answer. So that one's got to be true. And we're going to just overthrow your institution, take over it, weed out everyone who doesn't agree with us.
Yep.
And then there's no other option. Your only option is to listen to us at that point. So,
Mhm.
but then fighting back with Harry being the teacher and instructing all the other students
Mhm.
to defend themselves, because at this point the dark arts defense is just theory or not even practice,
Right.
and you need someone with experience to teach you, as opposed to, oh well, it might not protect you, so
Other-
you might
they
not
want,
need it.
They want
so-
something practical, not just book learning.
Yeah, you might not. You won't need it. So why even bother?
Right.
You'll never need that.
Right.
So
So
don't.
here's just the theory of it. And
Yeah.
That's all you need.
So
Yeah.
just, I know like you haven't read the books. Just for like some context, is that they kind of allude to it in the movie too. Is that Dolores says that if they practice and study the theory, they should be able to do the spell when it's time to take the test.
Yeah, that's not
As
that's
flawed as the logic is, that's
Not, yeah.
the ministry's reasoning behind it.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the reason that like Harry's chosen is because, in like I said in the book, he's actually the best student at Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Yeah.
Like he's scoring better than Hermione in that class.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense. He's had like actual experience with
Yeah.
this stuff, and he's had like teachers teach him specific spells and whatnot to defend against the Dementors, and then in the fourth one, does he learn a
Triwizard.
spell? Yeah, he doesn't really learn any spells.
Dueling.
Really. He's just dueling
Right.
with Voldemort.
Yeah, he has that experience, so he can
Yeah.
teach them about counter curses and counter
Yeah.
hexes and jinxes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I thought it was very interesting that they went down the road of like, oh, well, don't always listen to what you read or what you see, because that might be taken over by an entity that isn't always truthful. It's very
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Like, you got to do your own research. You got to be aware of where you're getting your sources from,
Yeah.
and then think critically. Like, just don't.
I mean, when you say do your own research, but when everything is saying the contrary and you don't have the internet at this
Yeah.
point, it's
Yeah.
hard to do your own research.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
And then in the I think late 80s, early 90s is this time period.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true.
If all the newspapers say otherwise, who are
Yeah.
you going to trust?
But even now in today's age, like, you have the internet, and sometimes the mainstream is
Yeah.
wrong, and then we have technology, we have podcasts, we have actual news. Like, it doesn't
But-
matter what time. There's
Yes.
always going to be truth and untruthful sources,
Mhm.
or maybe it's slightly truthful but twisted in a way that there's a motive behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Agreed.
it's very interesting to. I like that spin on it. Like, just it's warning you that things aren't always what they seem,
Mhm.
and that if something seems weird to you, just don't go along with the flow, because sometimes with everyone falling into wrong thinking, you won't get out of it. You got to stand up sometimes for the right thing, even if there's a whole ministry of magic pushing against you.
That's the hard part.
That's
is
the scariest
when
part.
you it's the when. It's when does
Yeah.
Seamus decide to side with Harry than his mom?
Yeah. Yeah. Wait. His mom? I thought he was saying that she was wrong. Or that-
He does in the end,
In
but
the
at the
end.
very beginning scene where they argue,
Yeah.
she didn't want him to go back to school because
Oh,
of
because of Harry.
Yeah.
And what the
Daily Prophet was
news-
saying
Daily
about
Prophet
him
was
and
saying,
Dumbledore.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. For some reason, I was under the impression that him and his mom were in disagreement, but that was something I misunderstood. So
Mhm.
he's listening to his mom, and
she's listening and reading to the prophet
something. Okay.
and the ministry.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, just like the brainwashing aspect of when you're trying to make someone think that the truth is a lie, and you just ingrain it to the point where, like, Harry's writing down on the paper and it's ingraining on his skin, and you're trying to use fear and pain to keep people quiet, or to like, just
Change their thinking.
change their thinking.
Yep.
Because it's basically how strong is your will? How strong is Harry's will to continue on with this, or just to kind of blend in?
Mhm.
And at that point, like, there would be no message that Voldemort's come back, and no one would think anything else until
until it's too late to
Until
react.
it's too late to react. Yeah.
Yep.
So, over time, if you let this process continue, Voldemort's gonna just get what he needs, and it's gonna be too late. So
Mhm.
you got to be proactive. Harry's being proactive with his group of students, and but it's weird because even Dumbledore's like trying to protect him, but keeping stuff away. He's not lying to him. He's just not telling him
Right.
everything.
But that's Dumbledore's
Also trying
failure.
he acknowledged that at the end when he goes, like I know it was gonna come eventually, and so I was trying to distance myself from you, so hopefully that would slow it down and
It would
prevent
protect him.
Yeah, protect him.
Right,
So
because Dumbledore thinks Voldemort wants to get to Dumbledore
Yeah.
through Harry,
yeah,
but that wasn't the case.
that's not the case.
No.
He just wants to body transfer
Just to
into
get
him.
to Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I prefer the other magic chakra system to this. Not kidding. Just a heads up. The Water Prism Jutsu came out in 2005, and this came out July 2017. So
Well, the movie did.
yeah. When did the book come out?
I'll look it up right now, unless you.
No, I was looking up the Water Prism Jutsu. October 22nd, but we're talking about the original Japanese. It's November 21st, 2002 for Water Prism Jutsu episode 8.
But what about the manga?
Ooh, when did the manga come out? When did the manga come out? Hold up.
Either way, this was originally published in 2003.
Ooh, this was originally published in 2000. So
How long does it take to publish something? I don't think J.K. Rowling took from.
there's no connection. I mean,
I doubt it.
yeah, I feel like Naruto took way more than Harry Potter than she ever took from Naruto. So
What?
I feel like Naruto took more from Harry Potter than
Oh, okay,
they
okay.
ever did, like opposite. So yeah, if there's any connection there, Naruto stole some stuff from a lot of places. A lot of influence there. But let's see what else I have written down.
What
What-
makes this one your favorite?
Just all the conspiracy, like
That's what I was thinking.
trying to like. There's a message behind this that kind of goes against the grain, goes against the mainstream, and I like.
You resonate with
I
that.
resonate with that sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it just hits me right there in my little goblet heart of fire,
Little goblet heart of fire.
in my little chamber of blood.
Oh goodness.
4 chambers equals a heart. Harry Potter's in my heart.
Can you just continue?
Next, you're gonna say you're Harry Potter.
But yeah, like even like I don't know if she intentionally did this or if this was like it's 2007, but like even the perversion of like education, it's like it's just good to know where not only where you're getting your information from, but what the young people are getting the information from too.
I mean, that's a thing since time
forever.
immemorium. Like,
Yeah,
kids, like it's always like these kids these days don't know anything, or
yeah, or
kids
they're
these
learning the
days
wrong
have-
thing.
Yeah.
They just
or-
reiterate what they hear from like parents or
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Or kids these days have no respect, and
Yeah.
it's forever since that's been a thing.
Yeah, so it's just very interesting. Like,
they don't.
yeah, but it's just weird to see that because
Because you could feel
It's-
the same way today.
you can feel the same way like in nowadays. Like,
Yes.
yeah, maybe she's saying homeschool your kids.
I mean, you could see where that goes wrong too. So
Yeah, yeah,
because what you think is right might not be right down the road.
yeah. But it's just be involved with your kids, or just be critically thinking about your own mental like sources where you get information, where your kids get the information. It's
How
just
you
like
process it.
how you process it,
Yeah.
how you apply it. Just like it's very interesting, just like themes in here that I didn't expect from a Harry Potter movie. I was expecting, oh, there's a troll in the dungeon. Like, I'm just kidding.
no.
It's just this Ministry of Magic teacher, this dark arts teacher, I think is
Yeah.
my favorite because I hate her the most. I
Yeah.
hate her the most. So, the way that she gets under everyone's skin is just like she's perfectly cast.
Yes.
When she's talking to Snape and she goes, "Oh, and you applied for the dark arts teacher before?" He goes, "Yes." He goes, "And you were unsuccessful?" Obviously.
Yes.
This is really good.
I just got to that part in the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
And Harry's witness to all that. Wait,
Yeah.
no.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
She's in the class.
At least in the movie.
And she's
In
just
the
like
book too, yeah.
Yeah.
she's
okay.
breaking down to everyone. Just like
Yes.
I forgot the prophecy teacher. What her-
Trelawney.
yeah.
Mhm.
She's like she's about to expel her, and like I understand Dumbledore's like really busy like behind the scenes like trying to deal with that, but also Voldemort. But then like I don't understand why he would have any time for Harry, like when he has things way above Harry's head that he's trying to deal with. And I thought that's like the whole time he was just busy and
Mhm.
like he couldn't be around to kind of guide Harry through this time. But it was him just trying to distance himself because he feels
Exactly.
like Plankton wants that Krabby Patty formula, so he's coming for that Krabby Patty formula.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Why? you were cooking up some steam and then you went with the SpongeBob reference.
What's wrong with that?
I'm not a fan of SpongeBob, you child.
SpongeBob is the best anime. No, I'm kidding.
We're
Have you
all
seen
Harry
the
Potter.
animated openings?
Yeah, for the anime ones.
Yes,
Yeah, those
they're
are good.
Yeah.
Those are really good.
Good animation and music.
Yeah.
Have you seen them, John? I'll send them to you. Not because it's related to SpongeBob, but the way
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
animated
yeah.
in the music.
What are Nargles? Is that what they were? What are
It's just
Nargles?
an imaginary thing that Luna
Luna.
Lovegood came up with. She's the
Oh.
only one that believes in them.
Yeah, I thought it was but they said the name of like the weird bird.
Thestral.
Horse. Yeah,
That's a Thestral, yeah.
Thestral.
Separate.
Yeah, I was like, okay, and you can see them because you've experienced death or you've seen someone die in front of you.
Yes.
And there was one other thing that they could feel or experience that everyone else couldn't. Towards the end of the movie,
With the Thestrals?
something else I don't remember.
I don't
It wasn't
remember
Thestral related, but it was. I'm assuming if you've seen death, you could experience or feel this sensation, or you could see something as well. I'll have to rewatch it.
the doorway where Sirius and them came out of, where
Sirius?
where he heard the voices.
Yeah. Where
Oh,
they hear
the
voices.
doorway that he falls through?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So you remember when they fall into
And-
that area,
And she goes,
and
"Oh, I
then
hear
there's that
voices."
like arch, and then it has like the white thing, and Harry's just like, "What are the voices saying?" And then everyone
don't
else
hear
except
anything.
for Luna didn't know what he was
Yeah,
talking about.
Oh, I
Yeah.
hear him. Yeah. Yeah.
I think. Is it spoilers if we talk about that, John?
I haven't gotten that far, so
Okay. I don't remember.
this is the only. I don't think I mentioned this earlier.
Yeah.
This is the only book I haven't read all the way through.
Oh, okay. I think that's where they execute people, isn't it?
Maybe,
Okay.
quite possibly.
Okay. I don't think that's spoilers.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. I think it's
No?
just like environmental like storytelling. Like this is a huge chamber where they and it's in the ministry, so it's where they execute people because they don't use a spell.
Chamber.
That's why I tried to avoid giant room for an audience. But it's not private, so it's not a chamber.
Oh, the room of requirement. Is that what that was? It's
Yes.
just a
Yeah.
room that
That,
exists when you need it the most.
yes, with
Yeah.
a different purpose every time that you need it.
Okay.
So it's not always just an empty room for you to practice DDA. It
It's
could be
literally
anything
whatever.
else. Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be a hiding spot. It can be a storage room.
In the books, it's bathroom for Dumbledore.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because he
Oh.
needed a bathroom really badly.
Oh.
and he
okay.
made a wrong turn and ended up in there instead.
Interesting. So it's what you need the most, but if people are around you, they can also walk in. Or if they need that goal also.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the reason why that door disappears when
Filch
Filch, I was gonna call him Riff Raff.
or the Inquisitor Squad.
Yeah. because they are. That's not. They want it for other reasons. They want to get in there to
Yeah.
stop. Yeah, it's not so they can get in there to train. It's they just want to stop them from training.
Right.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
It does come back.
It does come back?
Mm-hmm. It gets used later.
Interesting.
Different movies.
Interesting. What would your room be? What if you had a random room that would appear in your house, what would you use it for?
I mean, it's more of. I mean, it's more of the castle giving you something anytime you need it.
Yeah, I obviously knew if you had one room that would just randomly appear, you could just hide away, what would you use it for?
Next question.
I think it would be cool to have like a workshop.
Yeah.
I think so, like just like unlimited, like a huge room that just you could just work on wood or an exercise. Man,
On wood.
Yeah. Good one, Albert.
Sorry, I'm
he
so
got
sorry.
me.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we could.
Finish that sentence, John.
we could, we could sand our wood together.
Okay.
Yeah, it would either be for like woodworking purposes or for like a huge gym, just like.
Yeah.
Or cut it in half for both.
Can I do that? Could I have a woodworking
I don't see why not.
gym?
I mean, if that's what you need at the moment, but usually the room appears to what you need in that moment.
So like next week it might be something different if you
Right.
really
Yeah.
need something.
Yeah, it is different rooms.
But if we're putting a limit on it, then
Just the one.
just the one thing, then yeah, I guess mine would be like a workshop. I think
yeah, that'd be
pretty
cool. That would be
Jinx.
cool. I don't have enough space in my garage.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to build something in my backyard.
Right. Oh, you need a whole
You have
shed.
the space.
Yeah,
Build a shed.
but it's not my backyard. It's me and my wife's backyard, so I
I
can't.
mean, it's a big enough backyard. You can compromise somehow.
We'll have to talk.
Yeah.
I'll be home later. I'm building a shed.
I mean, you could be home right now when you're listening to this.
I'm already home. We've already had the conversation. The shed is commencing.
Yep. Commencing.
Oh man. What about you, Albert?
I mean, it's just you just love to hate Dolores.
No,
the room.
that's
Oh,
what your
I
room's
thought
gonna be
about the
dedicated to.
I mean, yeah, like a workshop, like stuff to craft stuff, make stuff. That would be nice.
We could craft another room.
Yeah.
Just attach it to the other room. Interesting. What type of stuff are you interested in making?
I mean, like I would want to do model building or woodworking with my
Mhm.
dad.
Yeah. Does he
Uh,
do a lot of woodworking?
Not a lot, but just mostly like building trellises for the garden and stuff like that.
I want to learn how to build trellises.
Yeah.
Does he have power tools for that?
We do. We just do in the backyard.
I'm gonna make myself visit you.
Okay. I mean, okay.
Do you use 2x4s or other specific wood for that?
Whatever.
Welcome to
if
the
it's scrap that we find.
Podcast.
Usually, if it's
Builder's
scrap that we
edition.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a lot of wood if you want. Wood for trellises.
'Kay.
We'll talk later.
I got some wood.
find. Okay.
It's not a lot, but
It gets me through the day. What do you like about the movie, Albert?
But yeah, like I said, it was you just
Dolores Umbridge.
love to hate her.
Yeah.
Just I don't know if they show enough, but it's probably why the movie is so long or so short, or
Yeah.
why the books are so long is the kids just experiencing all of her antics
yeah.
and them trying to figure out how to get back at her eventually.
Yeah. So the owl test, was that something that was standard, or does she just like?
It's standardized.
It's
testing.
standardized.
Oh, is
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
They had to take it regardless of if she was there or not.
Yeah.
That's standardized testing.
And so, the Weasley twins going in there and just blowing everything up just stops the test. Like,
They would have had to take it later on.
oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, they would have. I don't remember I haven't gotten that far in the book.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, but it's something they talk about in multiple books.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
this
think-
is just the first year that you only have to do it your 5th year.
That's it.
But they
Yeah.
have 2 tests.
2 tests.
One that you, another
One's
one
like
that you take later.
practical. One's like practical.
No, it's kind of like one for Arizona. There was Ames,
yeah,
and then the SAT/ACT.
yeah,
You had to take the Ames. You didn't really have to take the SAT.
Yeah.
ACT.
okay. But there's no practical like portion of it, like demonstrate spells or anything like
In
that.
the movies, they don't show you that.
Okay.
But in the books, they do reference that you do have to be able to
Cast certain spells.
cast. Yeah.
Okay.
And like
Makes
all
sense.
the teachers are preparing them for their specific owls for those classes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this
Until-
one, they just show
She's just
yeah.
theories.
Essays,
Yeah.
yeah. Paragraphs, lines.
Yeah. I think I need to rewatch this movie again. Yeah.
I feel like you should read
the
or
books.
watch or listen to the book.
I think I'm gonna continue the movies and then I'll go through the books afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna try to find them all like Goodwill, so I don't pay like a
Yeah,
huge chunk of change for that.
I know. It's a lot of books.
Yeah.
yeah.
A nice set is expensive, so
Yeah, like $200
it
basically.
can be. Yeah. You were talking about like a new set that you
Hardcover,
saw.
yeah, they're beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not spending $200 on Harry Potter though.
Probably not.
I already spent $60 on the movies. That was way too much.
Yeah.
Just kidding. On the first half of the movies, yeah, it's way too much. But yeah, this is my favorite Harry Potter movie out of
Mhm.
all of them. I think number 3 is second favorite, but this one I really enjoyed,
Mhm.
and I just feel like it's gonna just be better, or on par with this one.
I think the next one's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why I left myself a little bit of room. I don't want to be like, oh, this is a 10. This is great. Maybe this one might be bumped up or down depending on how the other ones follow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we have 6 and then 2 7s that we have to do.
That's
okay.
right.
So we have 3 more to do.
How about you, John?
I can do it.
This movie.
This movie, I mean, like you said, you just love to hate Dolores Umbridge. I think it's just crazy how well they cast all their characters. The funniest thing about it is like we haven't even really talked too much about the end
Oh yeah.
And what it means.
but like Bellatrix Lestrange, I just see her as that actress the whole time, and
Yeah.
I just found out that like she was the second choice. The actress that was actually gonna play Bellatrix ended up getting pregnant, so it couldn't be in the film. But like I can never not see
Yeah,
the
Carter is so good.
yeah.
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 I wish this movie would have been longer. Just from what I've seen in the book so far, there's just a lot more.
Stuff in the school.
Yeah, like the first week of school in the book, Harry's just in detention because of Dolores,
Yeah.
and you could just tell she's just targeting him throughout the whole book, and they kind of show that in this movie, but I like, in the book it's like way worse, and so
Like she's really trying to separate him from the students.
yeah.
Like he's the crazy one.
Yeah.
He's the one spouting conspiracy.
Yeah. It's interesting because like I feel like conspiracy theorists, like people don't take you seriously all
Right.
the time, even
Yeah.
though maybe there is truth behind something, but the term conspiracy just has a like connotation
Yeah.
that is negative.
Very.
Yeah, so wasn't that like the term conspiracy, like I don't want to say weaponized, but it was that connotation changed after JFK, I think, possibly. It was that's not where it originated
I don't
from.
know
but
exactly the time
think
period of
so.
that etymology, but
yeah, I think after JFK, like conspiracy theorist was like a term to like lower someone's argument essentially. So it's very interesting that the motivation behind the term, like it's to hide stuff, but the origination or the term for the use, maybe I'm just speaking out of my ass right now, but
Sounds like it.
was to hide stuff, but the term conspiracy theorist is like there's a plot behind something that's bigger, which
right.
yeah, so it's very interesting. That even in the Godzilla movies, like the conspiracy theorist is a joke character because That's just how society views conspiracy theories. Like, oh, Occam's razor, it's going to be something more simpler. But sometimes
Yeah.
it's not that simple.
Right.
Yeah.
Another thing that I kind of they kind of showed in the movie compared to the book is just like how much more isolated Harry actually is
Yeah.
in general. Like coming from the Dursleys, where he can't get any information whatsoever.
Yeah.
He's pretty angry throughout the entire
Oh, yeah. In the
book.
book.
Yeah,
Do
he
you-
lashes out a lot more.
Yeah. Especially to Ron.
to Ron.
And Hermione, yeah.
We've seen like a couple of those lash outs. We're just like telling Ron, like, just leave me alone. Like,
Right.
I don't need your help. Even though he's trying to help him, he's your friend. Like, he just wants the best for you. You know what I also thought was weird? So he at the beginning of the movie, he uses the spell, and they send a letter just in front of the whole family, just like talking. And it's like, you just broke your own rule right there. Like,
But they already know the Dursleys are already familiar with the situation. That's why they send it there.
still, it just like solidifies. Like, if some of these things are like, he's somehow doing this, but then a letter just talking to you is just like a solidification of,
Yeah.
like, yeah, this is, yeah, he shouldn't be going to the school. Like, yeah. Do they have the power to remove him from
It's not-
Hogwarts?
It's not the school that's sending the letter; it's the ministry that's sending the letter.
Yeah.
So do they have the school, or do
They
they
do
have the
have the school.
ability
Yeah, no, I'm just
to
kidding.
remove him from that school as a legal guardian?
Technically, yes, but not. They have a way to, or they have the power to prevent him from further doing magic.
Hmm.
So if he can't do magic anymore, then of course he can't attend the school.
yeah. So they can, like, what, physically just lock him in the room, and that's like keeping him from, because he can't use magic in the human world underage, so
Can't
talk-
or should not.
he's not allowed.
Right.
Yeah, so he's not allowed. So he wouldn't be able to practice. He's not going to the school. But they just can't be like, oh, we signed like a little slip. We do not want our, what's the term for a person that's under your custody?
I don't know.
A custoneer? No, I'm just kidding. A custody. But they could sign something, be like,
A
all right,
dependent, I guess.
a dependent. Yeah, one of your dependents. Like, we do not want Harry Potter to attend Hogwarts.
Are you talking about the Dursley? Or,
Dursleys? Yeah. Could they do that?
That's a good point. I don't know.
I think they've tried, but
But that's the Guardian. They had, like, that's. I would assume they would have that power.
yeah.
And then Dumbledore and them would be like, we can't interfere, but they would just somehow interfere.
I mean, like, just take into example the first movie where they were trying to prevent him from going to the school, and it just ended up getting worse for them. So
Yeah.
at this point, they just why even bother?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? So he's
Like,
the-
he has the say in what school he wants to go to, but they have the say in
the final
their house.
decision.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't understand why he's not living with Sirius Black. Like,
Because he's it's well, first it's another part of the magic that is keeping him safe at this point in time. That he has to be with the Dursleys and not with Black.
interesting.
He has to be with a blood relative. I think they talk about it in
The
another
next one.
movie,
Yeah.
but I mean, we might as well just say it right now. Like,
yeah,
that
we were
way-
trying to hide this back in like the second or third movie.
Yeah.
But he has to be with the Dursleys.
He has to be, because Petunia and his mother are
Sisters.
sisters. So he has to be with the blood relative. Whereas Sirius is just a godfather.
Yeah, and this is part of the innate magic. It's not a magic law
Yeah.
that somebody's made. It's innate.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
This comes into play later on in the other movies too.
But I don't think it's explained very well or at all. I think they do.
I think
They do.
they do.
They do.
Explain it well.
We're almost there.
Almost
Yeah.
there. 3 movies.
But that's the main reason why he isn't anywhere else. Even if he's on his own.
Okay.
I think at this point too, like, in at least from my memory of like the books, is after the third one, Sirius flees London, and then he ends up coming back because of the danger that Harry's in. So maybe he could have technically started living with Sirius after this school year, but Sirius dies.
Yeah.
And no one else is willing to
Take the risk.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So he's protected by some magic that he's
Magic
lived
of
with the
love,
blood.
basically, and
Relative.
blood,
Even though
yeah.
they don't love him.
Yeah.
I feel like Sirius Black would be better at defending him, but
I mean, everyone
Whatever,
would
yeah.
agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But he can't.
he can't. Interesting.
Couldn't and then now can't.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
can't even leave his house.
Yeah.
Yep.
How do you feel about the end with Sirius dying?
Sirius dying? Honestly, I didn't watch it. I was listening to it on the way over here.
Oh boy.
I was so confused. Like, who's speaking right now?
Oh boy. We should have backtracked to that then.
You should have told us. Yeah, we would have backtracked to that.
Yeah.
I didn't want to hold us back.
That would have been
but
fine. You already held us back.
Yeah. I mean,
There-
so basically they land in that room.
Yeah.
The Death Eaters arrive
Yep.
to confront the kids, and then the Order comes to confront the Death Eaters.
Okay.
And then like, Sirius is with Harry in the middle, and
Defending
They-
each other.
defending each other, and then like, they knock back Lucius Malfoy,
Yeah.
and
Bellatrix.
Bellatrix,
Bellatrix.
yeah, uses the killing curse on Sirius. He kind of like just basically lets his guard down because he's complimenting his godson,
Yeah.
and which is also part of his character. He's a little like over.
He's cocky.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
cocky.
Yeah.
He takes a lot of gambles in the book that he shouldn't be taking.
Yeah.
He's
That
theatrical.
yeah. So, she ends up killing
Yeah.
him.
He takes the hit, and then he also falls through the arch.
The what?
The arch in the middle of the room.
arch, okay.
I'm guessing because if you were driving, then you didn't see it.
No.
But there's an arch in the middle of the room where they can hear voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just listening.
And then Harry chases her down and uses the Crucio curse. And then he's like standing over her, and then
then that's when Voldemort comes in.
Right,
He's
and
like,
this
"You
is
could do
in the
it."
lobby now. He
Yeah.
chased her all the way up there,
Yeah.
uses the curse on her, and then Voldemort appears.
Yeah. And then Orochimaru tries to take over Sasuke's body.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten that far in the book, so I can't really explain much more of that.
It's like volume like
No.
32.
But you had told us to think about that question about whether he's taking over his body or just trying to control him with some magic spell.
Yeah.
I think it's probably in the middle. I don't think he's
Trying
actually
to take
trying.
memories or something.
I don't think
or-
he's trying to take Harry's body. I think
I don't remember too well this part.
he might be trying to take Harry's body to use to defend himself against Dumbledore. Because at that point, then Dumbledore's like powerless.
Yeah,
but-
it's kind of like Dio taking over
Yeah.
Jonathan's body a little bit.
Yeah, a little
Mhm.
bit, a little
It
bit.
kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Harry's like, I feel bad for you because
You don't
you
know
don't
love.
have you don't
or
know love
friends.
or friends.
Or
Yeah.
hair or a nose.
And then he kicks Dumbledore out or
Dumbledore.
he kicks Voldemort out and
Yeah.
then
We watched a different movie.
yeah. He kicks Voldemort,
Voldemort
out and
wins.
then
And
all
the
the ministry
minister-
all the ministry comes and
They can
He's
see,
back.
yeah, they can
He's
see
back.
Voldemort apparate away.
Yeah.
Cornelius Fudge, if you're watching this podcast, you owe me a soda. I jinxed you right when you said that.
You didn't hear me say Jinx first.
Yeah. That's-
How would you deliver a soda to the Ministry of Magic? So if you're a Muggle, can you go to the magical world, or you have to have some magic?
You have to stumble into it.
Okay, but you can stumble into it.
Yeah.
So there's a way to send a soda
maybe.
into
I mean,
magical world.
throughout the books, they like Arthur references like different times where people have played like tricks on muggles and they've stumbled into like magic cars or just random stuff like that.
So the magic world is on whatever planet they're on, Earth.
Yeah.
But it has some type of magical
Barrier.
Most of the time, they intentionally cast barriers
Okay.
to stop Muggles.
And so you need to get into some type of.
I mean, the perfect example.
Wormhole.
Well, I guess we technically don't know that, but the perfect example is like that alleyway where they go into the phone booth.
Yeah.
Like you see in the background, all the Muggles walking in the background. There's a lot on that street,
Yeah.
and there's like very little on the street that they want. They went on to go to the Ministry.
Yeah.
Because there's just some barriers there. So like occasionally someone might stumble upon it because maybe they knew about it before. They knew about that street before, so it's like in their memory.
Yeah.
But there wasn't a lot of people on that. Same with the building. Like
Yeah.
you only see that part of Grimwald Place if you know about it. In the book, I mean, I'm trying not to spoil too much of the book for you, but in the book, like they give Harry a piece of paper saying where
the address
was, and then when he looks up, he sees it. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can stumble on it, but
Yeah. Just you don't need any magic to get in there. I mean, it's helpful
yeah,
in certain ways, but you can just like fall down a hole and just walk into like some magical place or something.
Yeah. They can stumble across it.
Okay.
Even though most of the time there are barriers. Sometimes it's weak or it's old magic, and then they stumble into it.
All right. I don't know how long it takes to ship soda to your location, Fudge, but it will be there. All that dumb question for that dumb joke.
yeah. Do you have any other questions?
What type of soda do you
I'm
want?
surprised you didn't ask any questions about that.
About what?
About like the house or the street where they go to the Ministry.
It's Harry Potter logic, so I just
You just accepted it for
it's accepted.
Yeah.
If I don't accept it, I'm gonna be like 32 pages of questions and be like, "Oh, how does this work? Oh, how does
Magic.
that work?"
Good for you, Jesse.
Magic system they don't explain.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, so I just accepted it, and I'm gonna try my best to just not overthink magic.
Yeah, I mean,
here.
in the end, it is a kid's book, and she does not fully explain the magic.
Yeah.
And later on, they either explain it or they kind of hand wave it, saying it is what it is.
Yeah.
But they never go flying past boats.
They shouldn't go flying past boats.
They don't do that in the book.
It's a little too easy to see.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys have anything else you want to say?
I don't think so.
I think that's it. I thoroughly enjoyed this, even though I was not looking forward to it.
Nice.
Yeah.
But you are for the next couple books,
We'll see,
hopefully.
we'll see.
Movies? Okay.
Hey, don't get carried away. Don't get carried away.
You're hoping they're at least the same or
I'm
better.
hoping that, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Jugs and Plugs. Subscribe to us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. Like, share. Where do you rank this book movie in
The Marvel Cinematic Universe?
in the Harry Potter Cinematic
Oh.
Universe?
I like Fred and George and their antics.
And their antics.
Oh, I thought that was a like a spin-off or something. A book. Fred and George.
Okay. This has been the Legendary Sit Podcast, and join us next time for the Half-Blood Prince.
Yeah. And yeah, never mind. That's it.
Will this be the movie we've been looking for?
Bye.
I was trying to jump the shark this whole time.
Oops.